Today I'm going to be visiting some of the filming locations from the 1990 film Pretty Woman, starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Welcome to Hollywood. Everybody comes to Hollywood.
What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood.
The film tells the story of a wealthy businessman who hires a prostitute to accompany him to various social events. The film was originally titled $3,000. The title was changed to Pretty Woman after the song by Roy Orbison was featured in the film. It's official, Marilyn Monroe's hands are the same size as mine. Look, exactly the same size. Feet are smaller though. Just on the corner here is the place where Vivian meets Edward for the first time. Just muting this bit here because of the background music coming from the store. This is where Richard Gere's character Edward turns up in a hire car asking for directions, and he meets Vivian for the first time. There were some other scenes filmed here as well. Some banana bar, wasn't there? And the alleyway where one of the street workers was murdered is here, I think. Yeah, it's in there. The film was a huge commercial and critical success, grossing over $460 million worldwide. It was nominated for 4 Golden Globes, winning 1 for Roberts as Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. It also received an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song for Roxette's It Must Have Been Love. Vivian's hotel in the film is just around the corner here.
Must be prepared to make up.
Must be prepared.
Gotta be ready, guys. This was Vivian's hotel in the film. Looks exactly the same as it did, apart from the sign there. This building here wasn't even there at the time. When Richard Gere's character is coming down the road in the limo, you can see that church in the distance. They actually filmed some interior scenes in the hotel. I did try and book a room here. Well, I did book a room here, and I messaged them to ask if I could have the same room, but I didn't get any reply, so I cancelled the booking. So Vivian's room was at the top of the fire escape. Of course, this is where the famous scene happens when Richard Gere pulls down the ladder with his brolly, and he kind of, well, he's scared of heights, but he meets Vivian halfway in the stairs, and they talk about the weather. Don't think this fence was there at the time. There's a different kind of fence because she sort of goes into a hole in it. Do you remember the scene where the homeless guy tells Richard Gere that this is Sylvester Stallone's house? Well, that was here. I'm now at Forest Lawn Cemetery in the Hollywood Hills. Most of the cast of the film are still with us at the time of filming this, which is 2023. But the director of the film, Gary Marshall, passed away, and his grave is right here. He passed away in July 2016. Gary Marshall encouraged the actors to ad-lib and try different things. Some of the most memorable scenes in the film were actually improvised, such as the necklace box scene, the opera scene, and the final scene at the fire escape. Gary Marshall had a close relationship with Julia Roberts, who considered him as a mentor. He also directed Julia Roberts in other films such as Runaway Bride, The Princess Diaries 2, and Valentine's Day. Pretty Woman was supposed to be a much darker film originally, but Gary Marshall and the cast changed it to make it more of a feel-good movie. Buried a few feet away from Gary Marshall is his sister Penny Marshall, who was also a successful director. Penny Marshall was the original choice to direct the film, but she declined and she suggested her brother. Penny Marshall died in 2018. Sadly, one cast member of the film has also passed away since the 90s. Got the grave of Ralph Bellamy here. He starred in the film Pretty Woman. It was his final film before he passed away in 1991. In the film, Ralph Bellamy plays the part of James Morse, a shipbuilding mogul. Bellamy was a veteran actor. He made his debut on Broadway in 1929. In 1937, he received an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor in his role in The Awful Truth, starring alongside Cary Grant. He was one of the founding members of the Screen Actors Guild. He received an honorary Oscar in 1987 for his service to the industry. He died in 1991 at the age of 87. There's a famous scene in the film where Julia Roberts goes into a Rodeo Drive boutique. This is Rodeo Drive, but the actual place where they filmed it is on a different street, right on the corner though. This is the place where she was snubbed by the staff in the film, and of course she went back later on in the film and had her revenge. Or if Julia Roberts went into this door on the one on the other side, so I'll show you both. I think this is Santa Monica Boulevard, and this is Rodeo Drive down there. It's not a very long street. See what's inside. Shoes for you ladies. Doesn't show the prices, unfortunately, but I'm sure they're not cheap. I'm a bit early. I think most of these stores are just opening now. Just have a quick look around Rodeo Drive here. Wow, look at that. So early, some of these haven't even opened yet actually. Giorgio Armani over there. Louis Vuitton. Not much on display here. Guessing going into one of these places would be exactly like Julia Roberts' experience in the film. When I make it back to Los Angeles, I might actually make a walk-through video through Rodeo Drive when the stores are actually open. Kind of winding up the videos from Los Angeles now. I've just got a couple more cemetery videos to upload. I'm going to have a series of videos from another country coming up very soon. If you were subscribed to my Instagram, you'd already know about this, so do subscribe and follow my Instagram. And we'll finish the video as always with some music. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Hey, won't you stay a little bit longer? I'm sorry, didn't mean to, but I heard you cannot undo it. So please stay. I know Can we just hold up, maybe stay up, try to make things right? I don't know why I did what I did. Somehow I think that I lost my head. Don't know why. Don't know